Before we begin today's lesson, I want to show you something interesting. If someone says to you, tell me about your family, what will you do? Will you answer confidently, or will you start thinking in your native language first, then translate, then speak slowly? Now, another question. Can you describe your best friend in English naturally? Or do you only know the words but not how to connect them into real sentences? Most English learners face this problem. They know English words, they understand English, but when it comes to talk about their own life, they feel stuck. And this happens because they never learn how to express a real personal information in English. Today we are gonna fix that because in this lesson you will learn how to talk about your family and friends in very simple, natural and confident way. No heavy grammar, no memorization pressure, just real English that you can use in real life. So stay with me, this lesson will change the way you speak about your life in English. Hello everyone, welcome back to an EU English. This is our 30 days English speaking course where you will learn to speak English step by step in a very simple and easy way. If you are a beginner and want to speak English confidently in daily life, this course is perfect for you. Every week we learn a new topic that will help you improve your speaking, vocabulary, and confidence. So make sure you watch every lesson and practice with me. In the previous lesson, we learned how to speak naturally, build fluency, talk about daily activities, improve confidence in speaking. Now in this 16, we are gonna something very personal and very important. How to talk about your family and friends in English. Because think about it, when you meet someone new, the first thing they often ask is, who is your family? Do you have brothers or sisters? Who is your best friend? What do they do? If you cannot answer these questions smoothly, your English confidence drops. But after this lesson, you will be able to answer naturally and confidently. Now let's start today's lesson. Introduce your family. Now first, let's understand how to introduce your family. When someone asks, tell me about your family, you don't need complicated sentences. You just need a clear structure. Start simple. There is dash people in my family. Then add basic information. Mother, father, siblings. For example, your introduction should follow this flow. First, mention the number of family members, then describe each person briefly, and finally add a closing sentence like, we are a happy family. The goal is not to impress people with big words. The goal is to communicate clearly. Now remember this important idea. In English speaking, structure is more important than vocabulary. If your structure is clear, even small words sound flow. Describe your family members. Now let's go deeper. After introducing your family, people may ask, what does your father do? Who is your mother? Tell me about your brother or sister. Here you need to describe people simply but clearly. You can talk about their job or occupation, their personality, their daily habits. For example, instead of thinking too much, just follow this pattern. My father is a businessman. My mother is a teacher. My brother is an engineer, etc. Then add one simple description. You don't need long sentences. You just need clarity. Also remember one important rule. Use simple present tense when describing people because you're talking about facts, not actions in progress. This makes your English more natural and correct. Talk about your friends. Now let's move to friends. This is one of the most common speaking topics in real life. People often ask, who is your friend? Tell me about your friend. Here again, don't overthink. Start with basic identification. My friend is Dash or my friend is Akbar. You can see their name. Then add simple information. How you know them, what you do together, why they are your friend. But the most important thing, Speak naturally, not mechanically. Don't try to memorize long answers. Instead, think like this. I'm just telling a simple story about my friend. That mindset will make your speaking more relaxed because fluency is not about perfection. Fluency is about comfort. Describe your friendship, deep explanation. Now let's go one step deeper. Talking about a friend is easy, but talking about friendship is more natural English because in real conversations, people don't only ask who is your friend. They ask things like this: how did you meet? How long have you known each other? Why are you friends? What do you do together? Now listen carefully. Most learners make a mistake here. They try to translate their full story in their head. That slows them down. But native style speaking is different. You don't translate full ideas. You speak in small natural parts. First idea, second idea, third idea. That is fluency. So when you describe your friendship, think in this structure. How you met, what you do together, why this friendship is important, not as grammar but as simple life points, because English speaking isn't right, it is storytelling. Common questions people ask, very important. Now let's understand real life questions. These are the questions will you hear in school, interviews, or daily conversations. People may ask, tell me about your family. How many siblings do you have? Who is your best friend? What does your father do? What do you usually do together? Now here is the important part. Don't try to prepare one fixed answer for all questions. Instead, learn answer patterns because English is flexible. For example, if someone asks about family, you talk about family structure. If someone asks about friends, you talk about friendship experience. If someone asks about activities, you talk about habits or routine. So instead of memorizing answers, learn to respond to the meaning of the question. That is why fluent speakers do many speaking practice very important. Now let's practice. Don't just read. Speak out loud. Pause the video if needed. Repeat after me. There are 5 people in my family. My father is hardworking. My mother is very kind. I have 5 siblings. I have one best friend. We study together. Good and well done. Now level up. Try saying this. Let me tell you about my best friend. Pause. Now continue. We have known each other for a long time. We enjoy spending time together. He's very supportive and honest. Excellent. Now one more important point. Speak slowly, not fast, because clarity builds confidence, not speed. Before we end today's lesson, remember one this powerful idea. Talking about family and friends is not an just English topic. It is your real life. It is your identity. It is your story. When you talk about your life in English, you stop being a learner and you start becoming a speaker. But remember one important thing. Fluency is not built in one day. Fluency is built in small daily speaking habits. So don't wait for perfect English. Start with simple English. Speak about your family. Speak about your friends. Speak about your life. Even if your English is not perfect, keep speaking because confidence comes from speaking, not perfection. Now I want you to do one thing. Now write your comments. My best friend is dash. We dash together. Try to complete the sentence in English. If you learned something today, like this video, share it with someone who is learning English. Subscribe and join day 17 of your English journey. And remember, small English every day equal big fluency in future. See you in the next lesson. Good luck.